After more than 20 years, the vast majority of Australians have no idea what NLP really is. And this includes a large number of people who've been accredited as NLP practitioners without ever having their knowledge or abilities tested. When they're asked, what is NLP? These people usually answer with a stream of pseudo-scientific gobbledygook that leaves their questioner none the wiser. The activity that defines NLP is modelling. Everything in NLP has been derived from and still uses modelling. And if you reply with that, it'll provoke a supplementary question for which you're ready. So, what's modelling? Modelling is transferring behaviours and strategies from a role model to the modeler. It's a refinement of what we all have done as children when we learned how to walk by replicating in our bodies what we observed others do. By modelling and coding the strategies of above-average performers in contexts such as sport, business, career, learning, life, relationships, artistic endeavours, we can teach those strategies to others to help them improve their performance. So why is this answer not given in most cases? Mostly because the people don't know. So far as I'm aware, there are only 3 schools of NLP in this country that use NLP to teach NLP, thereby allowing their students to assimilate the NLP patterns unconsciously before they're taught linearly and sequentially in conscious awareness. I did these installations by metaphor and covert demonstration while answering questions. And at my peak, I expected to have covered all of the NLP patterns and interventions in my 19-day practitioner course, plus 2 for assessment, to the group unconscious by the end of the 3rd day. The layering and compression this involved allowed the unconscious to register the generalized principles obeyed by all of the patterns, and the segues from one pattern to the other, so they could be combined in unique ways. If you did your NLP trainer course with me, you'll remember being tasked to watch it all happening from the back of the room. With some exceptions, most of the other NLP organisations in Australia deliver 7-day scripted PowerPoint seminars sourced from America, in which the participants learn a few techniques disconnected from each other and linked to specific symptoms. Their knowledge and ability isn't tested, but at the end of 7 days they're given 3 certificates, accrediting them as NLP practitioners, timeline therapists, and hypnotherapists. Each certificate proclaims that the holder has received 120, or is it 160, hours of teaching to qualify for it. Interesting maths. Now, from what I've seen, the short courses themselves are pretty good, being fun and entertaining. The participants seem to be satisfied, and, well, they intend to do the best they can with what they've been taught. Frankly, I'd rather people had some NLP than none. But it seems to be that to give these people 3 certificates, it equates to my 7-year-old grandson being given certificates as an architect, a project manager, and a master builder, because he followed the step-by-step instructions from a book that came with his Lego set. It's different with the graduates from the 3 good schools. They're assessed and given a genuine NLP practitioner certificate, which confirms their ability to reach beneath the surface of what a person is communicating and create novel interventions to match a person's deeper level of processing. They can do this because they've assimilated the general principles that connect the basic NLP patterns and have been taught how to model implicitly and explicitly. So why do I think modelling is so important? It isn't just because of NLP's history. It's because I've realised that every NLP intervention involves the client modelling their ideal selves from a meta perspective, thereby ridding themselves of their past dependency on others and becoming self-reliant for the future. In my opinion, this is what distinguishes genuine NLP from any other way of helping people improve their performance level. That realization has helped me develop new interventions and conduct my NLP sessions free of content, in which I negotiate with my client's unconscious. And I've now learned how to offer the unconscious a way to organize the self-modeling to bypass any previous personal limitations. The new intervention is only about 6 months old, and until recently I've used it only as an adjunct to my normal methods when very necessary. But in the last 3 weeks I've been asked by 4 clients to help them deal with issues that were all deeply personal, private and intimate, and super urgent because of external deadlines. So I used the new routine on its own. And I was impressed by the speed and the extent of the changes achieved, as were the clients. I still want to develop and prove up the new intervention for safety and permanency, but I think it has a good chance of becoming my signature piece for highly demanding issues. In the meantime, I'm beginning to get inquiries about my 2-day on-demand Beechworth tutorials. Yay! Spiral dynamics integral seems to be the topic in demand right now, so wish me luck. Sleep well.